We do long runs, we do short runs, as everybody else does, and we don't have a pace right now. And it's not just pace, there's a few things that we need to solve. Our ride quality is something of an issue, and something we're really working on. Last night was a very late night for everyone in the team, to really work out if the car is doing what it's supposed to be doing first of all, and if it is, how do we solve the issues that we have. So yeah, tough night. I think we have some understanding, but it's not all going to be an overnight change. So it's going to be a tough weekend for us, but we're going to make the best out of it, because that's when you need to work hard to score even 1 or 2 points when things are tough. So that's our aim.
A lot of racing experts have said recently in the press as well that you're at your best. You're physically and mentally at your best, and that you're very dangerous in Melbourne. You've got an incredible racing brain, and you're incredibly intelligent and very, very smooth driving skills. Can you make it an awesome foursome for Melbourne?
Keep going, that sounds good. I like it. I really enjoy this circuit. Albert Park's a great place to start the season. Fans are really enthusiastic, and for some reason the circuit's been very kind to me over the years. So even though it's not easy for us at the moment, there's always a possibility we can do all right. And with the rain forecast today and possibly tomorrow, hopefully it will mix things up a little bit.
Jenson, your story is incredible. One of the greatest fairy tales in F1 history is the fact that at the start of the 2009 season, you were almost without a drive. And then you proved all those critics wrong and won the World Championship. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was a massive low. Obviously, at the end of 2008, I was driving with Honda, and when the crisis hit and most Japanese manufacturers pulled out of the sport, it was the right thing to do. They to save face, and I was left without a drive. So it was a difficult situation, because obviously there were no drives in Formula 1 available, because all the seats were full. It's always the way it is at the end of December. So we had to push very hard for somebody to take over the team, and in the end it was the team principal and somebody else that was able to take over the team, and we went racing. But it was a bod's job. The engine was stuck in the back of the car and it didn't really fit. We had to put spacers on. It was set too high, and very lucky that Mercedes came along and gave us that opportunity. But it is a great story, and I look back, when times are difficult, and remember such good times.
Now, of course, the driving landscape has changed dramatically. You've got a new partner, as I said, a new driving partner. Lewis Hamilton, he's been causing a bit of trouble over recent weeks. He even came out basically saying he's thrilled to be working for a team that is more focused on the drivers than sponsors. What's your thoughts about that?
Well, the first thing, he's doing the right thing in a way of saying, he's talking up the team, and it's the right thing to do. He's in a new environment, and to feel comfortable in that environment, it's about being positive about the team and making sure you're a team player. So he's doing something right, but there are other things that hurt a little bit in terms of our team, because we are a team that does look after the drivers and really does listen to what the drivers have to say. We obviously are a lot busier than most teams. We actually work for a living, and that's because we're not a mass production manufacturer, so we need big title sponsors. So it is a much busier year for us, and we're travelling a lot more than most Formula 1 drivers, but that's just the way it is. And that's why McLaren's been at the top for so many years, and McLaren will be in sport for so many years. So yeah, I'd stick up for my team. I feel that there's a great atmosphere. It's such a big family. It might look great from the outside, but this is such a passionate racing team. And yesterday was a really tough, it was really tough for everyone in the team who's worked so hard over the winter. But it's a strong team, and I know that we can really move forward.
You seem to be feeling great where you are right now with McLaren, also professionally, and also one of your aims of staying fit is being a triathlete. I believe we've got a photo here of you and your beautiful girlfriend.
Wow, that's a really nice look. Yeah, thank you for that.
You
could have asked, I've got some much better ones. Not with my girlfriend, I didn't mean that.
You got thrown out during that shot, I'm only joking. But with the wetsuits, tell us about that story. Apparently you were competing with your beautiful girlfriend. And there
are so many positive stories to tell here right now.
Yeah.
And you bring that one up. Yeah, I have a triathlon every year. I suppose a bit like Mark does for the Taz Challenge. And it's a mini triathlon. It's for Jenson Trust. It's for Help for Heroes, the injured troops last year. And the water was quite cold, so everybody was wearing wetsuits. I forgot my wetsuit. I was really lucky that I was given a really nice wetsuit to wear, but I'd left it at home. So I thought my girlfriend's not that much smaller than me. So model. So I zipped up the wetsuit. It felt fine on land until I got into the water, and it became very tight in certain areas. I had a little panic attack. But apart from that, the event went really well.
Now, what I also love about hearing about you is you failed your first driving test. Why was that?
I went for a gap that wasn't there. That's what the lady told me.
What was the look on her face? How fast were you going?
Well, I've heard that they can only pass a certain amount of people, and I was at the end of the month, so that must have been it.
Not the fact that you were doing 160 in a...
No, I went for basically there was a car coming the other way, and there's parked cars on my side, and you're supposed to give way. But I thought there was enough room to go through, and there was. I missed her wing mirror by about 2 centimetres, so it was perfect. The problem is, she went up on the curb. So I failed because she made a mistake.
Through a couple of stats. I love this. Your dad, your beautiful dad John, bought your first go-kart at 8.
Use that word.
Yeah. Your age of 9, you came first in the British Super Prix. You've had 15 GP wins. You've been named Formula 1 champion in 2009. You're one of the F1's most bankable stars, with UK Sunday Times listing your estimated wealth at about £53 million. You're doing okay at the moment.
I wish.
Yeah. Okay, on the Hall of Fame F1 official website, it said that you're a hyperactive, strong-willed child with a short attention span, only sat still while watching racing on TV. Is that true?
Yeah.
And did your dad put you in a go-kart hoping that would help you?
Yeah, exactly. First of all, I started off with a little Pee-wee motorbike, 50cc, and I used to love that. But I got bored really quickly with just driving around a car park, sorry. And then he bought me a go-kart, and first of all I drove around a pub car park. It was Christmas Day, and the pub was obviously closed. So I drove around the car park. Little did I know I'd be spending so much time in a pub the rest of my life. Again, I got bored quickly. He took me to a race circuit. I loved it. I enjoyed it. 5 laps later, Dad, I'm bored. And he's pulling his hair out at this point in time. And someone said, why don't you enter him into a race? So he entered me into a race 2 weeks later. And I won the race in wet conditions. And I stood on top of the podium and looked down at the other kids with smaller trophies than me. So this is it. This is my love.
Is there anything like the adrenaline of being in that car and winning a race? Is there anything like it?
No, nothing like it. I mean, that's all I've known in my life, so it's difficult to compare it to something else. No, when you cross the finish line and you see your mechanics or hanging over the pit wall, cheering you on, it's a very, very special moment. And it's something you'll never forget. Every single win you remember crossing the finish line and seeing the checkered flag. So.
Last question, Jenson. What would you love more, a home Grand Prix or another World Championship?
I want it all. I've never won. I've never been on the podium at home Grand Prix, and it's something that Seb's never won his home Grand Prix, and Mark's never won his home Grand Prix. Mark keeps winning mine, and I keep winning his. So, someone said, "Would you swap it for your home Grand Prix?" And I said, "No, I want to win both. I want to win everything." And we're very single-minded racing drivers. And, we're always going to go for it.
We appreciate you joining us here this morning. Good luck. I hope you can make it an awesome 4
Thank you.
Melbourne. Ladies and gentlemen.